It's the Fast Lane Daily team on assignment, coppin' mad style. Always fresh, every day, Fast Lane Daily.
We got more news on the new BMW 5 Series. Lexus tells us how many LFAs are coming here to the US. A drug dealer in Spain prefers an Audi RS6 for his smuggling needs. And an updated version of the Bugatti Veyron could be in the works. All that plus a cool little story out of Europe that includes a flash mob of drivers breaking into the Hockenheim ring late at night to go racing. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We also got FLDetours later in the show with Richard P. in a new Touareg TDI. How you doing, everyone? I'm Derek D. You're checking out Fast Lane Daily. It's Tuesday.
Fuck you.
Don't curse. Swear jar. JF. Put it in. Serious.
We're living in the fast lane, baby. Tuning in the fast lane daily.
As we said yesterday, the new BMW F10 5 Series has been released. We finally have some new photos and video to go along with the story. After a day of reading comments, it seems like most people like the new design, with many comments suggesting BMW should go back to their classic designs for inspiration. Many of you seem pleased that BMW debangled their mid-range flagship, but some of you still aren't satisfied. A lot of complaints are about the size. Well, that's mostly because the new F10 5er actually shares the same architecture and many components with the new 7 Series released just this past year. Engine options on the new 5 include a V8 twin-turbo putting out 407 horsepower, a single-turbo straight 6 putting out 300 horsepower, and a naturally aspirated straight 6 with just 240 horsepower. There will be a diesel option with 184 horsepower, but there are no plans yet to sell it in the US. Also available, but only in Germany at first, is BMW's new 8-speed automatic transmission. Included with the new 5 is active roll stabilization, dynamic damping control, active steering, brake energy regeneration, KERS if you would from Formula 1, gear shift point indicator, surround parking assist and view, collision warning with application of brakes, active cruise control, engine stop and go for when sitting in traffic, lane departure warning, heads-up display, high beam assistant, BMW night vision, and a backup camera. It's like getting beat with a press release. Anyway, BMW will be taking orders on the new car next spring with delivery by the end of summer. Sweet, you're damn right. And awesome news on the Lexus LFA, 150. That's the number coming to the US. And that's all I got, 150. So before this next story, I just want to say we don't condone doing drugs, dealing drugs, or transporting drugs in any way, shape, or form. If you do, you're an idiot. So if you're a drug dealer, you usually want something big like an SUV or something like that to do your illegal business. But apparently an RS6 Avant will work just as well. That's what this genius in Spain decided to use and stuffed the Audi wagon with 870 kilos of marijuana or pot or hashish or green or Mary Jane, chronic, reefer, dope, spliff, the devil's lettuce, herb, ganja, kush. Not too much?
Yeah.
A little bit? Okay, I'll stop. But you get the idea. He literally put the stuff in every space available in the car, even in the passenger seat where the windows aren't even tinted. Very smart. Naturally, he was spotted and chased by police at speeds of up to 150 miles per hour. Then the doofus hit some traffic, decided to leg it, and was caught soon after. In other news, someone just bought an Audi RS6 Avant with one hell of a tree air freshener, if you know what I mean. Shout out to Richard P. for finding that most ridiculous story. Thanks, Rich. And the police win again, sort of. At the Hockenheim racetrack in southern Germany, an illegal race was broken up this past Saturday. According to sources, a group of roughly 100 people in 43 cars gathered outside of the track at night, snuck on one by one, and illegally raced. After doing so, police got word of the event and raided it. Apparently, this meetup was arranged online, where the groups had planned it in advance. It's unknown if other illegal races had taken place in the past, but we're sure that they did. Next time you geniuses decide to do this, try not making it known through public forums and message boards all over the internet, which is most likely what tipped the fuzz off. Not that we approve of this, I mean, I'm just saying. Right?
Actually, I do approve. I was there. I think it's most badass.
All right, so JF, you do approve of that.
Keep doing it.
All right, so if you do it, just be smart about it, all right? That's all. Yeah. Now to the internet rumor mill. Come on. It's a nice new graphic we have. We should make it more of like a... Okay, Ian's face is like, I want to kill you. Anyway, we've heard the rumors now for quite some time. An updated version, not just a special edition, of the Bugatti Veyron. With every major European auto show now over for the year, our hopes faded and we've moved on with our lives. That was until this past weekend when a member of Lambo Power posted pictures of a Bugatti Veyron prototype during some shakedown testing. Thanks to GTspirit.com, we got a look at these spy shots taken in an unknown location showing sensors on the exposed engine and in the front bumper. There are no insiders or sources for this particular story. Wait a second, really?
Yeah,
no. No insiders? That's like the first time ever. Well, Bugatti keeps their secrets pretty tight, but speculation on the internet is that this could be one of the first prototypes of the Veyron GT or Veyron Grand Prix. A Veyron with a horsepower upgrade to 1200. The Veyron needs more power and another variation, like I need to watch a marathon of John and Kate +8. Doesn't need it. Next up, the tallest dude I know, Richard P, in this week's FLDetours with the VW Touareg TDI. It's coming up after this.
What Derek D doesn't know is that we've switched his regular cup of morning coffee with sulfuric acid.
Oh, son of a bitch! Oh.
Always fresh, every day, Fastlane Daily.
As we approach the winter months, we have to start looking at cars that have a little bit more pedigree for the white stuff, the snow. So I brought you the Touareg, perfect for the snow, and it's diesel. Let's check it out here on FLDetours. Okay, so today we're coming to you live from the Volkswagen Touareg V6 TDI. You know those wacky Germans with their letters and stuff, it means diesel. It's kind of like reconnecting with my first love, because this was my first car. I had a Touareg V6 back in 2004, and I've got some stories to tell about that. But let's get down to brass tacks here. The TDI is powered by a 3-liter V6 producing 225 horsepower and just over 400 pounds-feet of torque. Now, this is a bit different than the regular V6, which has in the neighborhood of 260, 270 pounds-feet of torque. And what does that mean exactly? Torque is what you feel when you accelerate. It's not horsepower that you feel, it's the torque. So obviously, the more torque you have, you're gonna feel that throttle in your stomach. Now, comparing to my 2004 Touareg, the fit and finish is much better. It's miles ahead. When I had my car, it was one of the first ones, and unfortunately, you know, the panel gaps were quite a bit big. This one, on the other hand, much better, much tighter, not as many squeaks or any issues like that. Actually, I don't even think I've heard a squeak yet. Comparing the Touareg to other cars in its class, it's not a poser mommy mobile. This car is very capable off-road, especially with the air suspension. Now, my old Touareg, I used to take it around 2 feet of snow, no problem. It didn't blink, it wasn't an issue. It was just, you know, and we're talking with street tires, mind you. This wasn't with snow tires. It used to just churn through it like butter. It was insane. Interestingly enough, even though the Touareg is a very capable off-road vehicle, it doesn't drive like a truck. So it still has pretty good handling characteristics. I mean, it's not gonna be a GTR, but it's still very good for an SUV. Of course, there's a little bit of body lean and there's a little bit of dipping and diving on braking and acceleration, but it's still very car-like for the most part. When I drove the Dodge Challenger, there was about the same lean and dip and dive in that car as this. Many people remember diesels as being loud, chattery, smelly, unreliable, but the new clean diesel tech is not anything like that. And I want to really emphasize that point, because now with hybrids and everything coming into the picture, people are starting to kind of overlook diesels just because of their old past. And the TDI is miles ahead of where the old generation diesels were. They're cleaner, you don't see the poofs of black smoke anymore, and they're quiet. To really hear the turbo whistle, you really have to have a fine ear. Speaking of fuel efficiency, the diesel is very impressive. Now, the old Touareg that I used to have got approximately, if I was lucky, 13, 14 miles to the gallon. Whereas this, not even really trying to do anything, driving around town or what have you, I can definitely get 21, 22. And right now we're getting about 24 before stomping on the acceleration right there. And with the significantly better miles per gallon figure, it increases the range substantially. Where my old Touareg used to get about 300 miles on a tank, this one gets about 500. That is huge. That is an immense difference, and it should be recognized. So it's about several grand more expensive, but we're talking about 200 more miles in the range. We're also talking about better day-to-day fuel efficiency. So I think it's worth the price of admission. What do you guys think? It drives like a car, has awesome off-road capabilities, gets significantly better miles per gallon, which in turn means you get a much longer range, and it's, kind of the wave of the future if diesel continues to progress and get better and cleaner. You know what I have to say? Go diesel!
Good job, Rich. Yes, go diesel. Those diesel engines in those cars are so advanced now. I mean, you can't even hear it, smell it. I mean, VW and Audi, man, they know what they're doing. So go diesel. But do not go diesel if you're referring to clothes, because that's just for Guidos and it's the worst. All right, that's all I'm saying. All right. I'm Derek D. That about does it for Fastlane Daily today, which is what, Tuesday?
Still Tuesday.
Still Tuesday. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a very special hump day. Why? I don't know. It's hump day.
Is that a diesel sweater?
No, this is an O'Neill sweater.